Good morning, guys.
What's up, boo? What's going on with Kanye?
So look, Kanye West is set to perform in Brazil, and there is a city there, Sao Paulo. I've been practicing. I know I still got that wrong.
I know you got that wrong.
Yeah.
What was it?
Sao Paulo.
Okay. We'll look it up.
Yeah. So
Just
anyway,
spell
there's a place in Brazil that is telling Kanye West that when he comes there, he's set to perform there on November 29th. That if he leans into anything Nazi whatsoever, they will throw him in jail. So they did this. It's a councilwoman who's leading the charge. She did that through an official complaint that she filed, which she filed on Tuesday. And those within that complaint, there are strict orders to arrest Kanye West if he performs his Hail Hitler track. And they also, the prosecutor there also put in some ruling that bans any swastika t-shirts or Nazi symbols of any kind on any type of merch whatsoever, because you guys remember he was selling those things as well. The mayor over there said that police will arrest Kanye West or anyone who makes an apology for Nazism, as in anyone who justifies the ideology. Police will have a team of officers on standby just in case things go haywire. Kanye West and his team could be charged with crimes of racism and collective moral damages. They're even taking it as far as the promoters of the show could also face arrest for omission if Kanye West doesn't fully comply. And last week Kanye West sat down with the rabbi and apologized. We have that audio.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability. I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. And so it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. People aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar, the cause, or what causes it, and the way you act when you have this disease. Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said, and I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
Why Kanye sound like that?
Yeah,
I'm sitting there. I'm like, I didn't realize. It took me a while to even realize that was Kanye talking.
Maybe because he's sitting with a rabbi, he's like very like stoic or something, or monotone. I don't know, monotone.
I think that might have been a Kanye clone, guys.
Yeah, that didn't sound like him at all. And then why they start talking in the middle of his apology?
There's a translator there who's translating. Yeah, there's a translator there who's translating between the rabbi and Kanye West at the same time. So that's what you guys heard. But
by the way, everything you said that's Brazil, right?
Yes.
Everything Brazil is on is completely understandable. I get it. I wish we did stuff like that in America. You show any open racism, any forms of white supremacy, you get your ass locked up. That would be great. The problem with Kanye historically is when you tell him what not to do, he often rebels on purpose.
Yeah.
They not going for you being bipolar in Brazil. I'm telling you that right now, Kanye. They done told you what time it is.
It's like that left part of the brain be fighting that right part, but it's a lot of people's freedom riding on what come out this man's mouth. So.
Well, I also will say too, there's been a lot of conversation about, because when the apology popped up last week, people were like, well, why is he randomly doing this? And then there was like these show dates and all these things that dropped, so people feel like this is all strategy. So
of course it is.
Right, but so it'll be telling on November 29th when he's there in Brazil whether what he chooses to do versus not do, if he's going to stick to the plan or if he's going to use this moment to do what you mentioned, Charlamagne, be Kanye West and do what he always does.
And he's going to be in jail. And guess what? Destiny is not a matter of chance; it's a matter of choice. Okay, in life we all make choices. They gave him a choice, so if he makes the choice to perform the record, he'll be in jail.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what, this is a great story for promotion. This is a great way to promote. I know he not promoting, but if that show ain't sold out, it's gonna be sold out now because everybody wants to see what Kanye gonna say.
The shows have been going crazy last week. Because he had Travis Scott at one of his shows, and I'm not surprised because Kanye West, I think, people are still in awe of Kanye West.
Oh, he's already been performing?
Yes, he was on stage with Travis Scott, and they said that Travis Scott threw some bars at Clips, right? And the crowd was crazy. Like there was so many people there. Like it was.
I never heard that. Damn. Okay.
I'll send it to y'all.
Where they at?
I forget what city he was and where he was at, but I can send it to you guys. I was more so looking at the crowd of people because there's always been the conversation of is he canceled, is he not type of thing. But
I mean, listen, let's not act like Kanye West don't have the catalog that he had. In fact, when I love Jay-Z. I'm a Pinkett Smith, Winfrey, Knowles Carter, right? I love Jay, right? But when he said that nobody can see him in the verses,
yes,
first person that came to my mind was Kanye.
Oh.
First person. Kanye catalog crazy. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love whole catalog. But Kanye catalog crazy too.
I want to correct myself. So this was Travis Scott's 2-night. He had a 2-night show that he did in Japan, and he brought out Kanye West. But when Kanye West was performing, the crowd went crazy. Is what I saw. So correcting that. But still, I think Kanye West will be able to bring out a crowd. But we'll see what happens.
Because that news would have been bigger if it was in the States that Travis Scott threw a shot at Clips. That would have been bigger if it was anywhere here.
Well, speaking of big news in the States, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy has been running around promoting his documentary Being Eddie. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Loren LoRosa here talking about my guys over at Top Dog Law. Now you've heard the name, you've seen them around, and if you've ever been in a car accident, slip and fall, or even a worksite injury, you already know the move. Top Dog Law is where you call to get every dollar you deserve. Don't settle for nothing small because nothing should be small this season. Top Dog fights for real results, big cases, big wins, and you don't have to pay them a dime unless they win for you. It's a free consultation, no pressure, just real talk about what your case could be worth. Call now or check them out on Instagram at Top Dog Law or hit up topdoglaw.com. Let the top dogs handle it. Now, let's get back to the show. And he sat down with Extra and he told us that he's open to get back on the stage for stand-up. Let's take a listen.
Hey. Yeah, I'm open to it now. Right after the pandemic, though, I was like, I'm never going out there. Yeah. You can go out and do a show and catch COVID. And I've seen a couple of comedians. I've seen a funny D.L. Hughley. I saw him up. He was doing stand-up, and he fell out on the stage, so comics was falling out. I was like, I ain't never going out there doing that. But that's all past now. And now I'm open to it again. And if it ever struck me that I could have some fun doing it, I'd get up there and do it again. Just have to one day wake up and be like, hey, that seems like a fun thing to do.
Absolutely. Well, we would all certainly enjoy that.
But it has to be fun for me. I have to be having the most fun doing it. When I'm having fun, I've never, ever, ever once been having fun doing something and it was whack after it. If I'm having fun, it's going to work and it's going to be funny and I have to feel all of that. If I get that feeling again, I'm open to that and I'll absolutely do stand-up again.
Man, I love that so much.
I have no problem with a new Eddie Murphy stand-up. In fact, I would watch Eddie on stage sitting down. I don't know if y'all remember that Mike Tyson had a one-man play back in the day that Spike Lee produced, and it was just Mike coming out on stage talking about his life.
I remember that.
And all the things he's been through in his life. And it was funny, and it was inspiring. I feel like Eddie could do like the same thing. Like I don't need Eddie talking about current events. I'd rather hear Eddie come out there and do a stand-up about him and his life and what he's been through.
Right.
Well,
I'll be waiting for that.
I'd be right there. I want to see it in person if I could. And Being Eddie is actually on Netflix. It is out now. It released yesterday, November 12th. So that's why he's been doing all these interviews. And it's a deep look into his life, his career. Features a ton of different comedians: Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Jamie Foxx. So, I mean, it's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I'm watching that this weekend. I need to watch that with a nice bottle of wine, edible. You know, that's why I ain't watch it last night, because I don't want to have to get up early to work.
And go ahead, Jess.
I love what he said, though. He has to have fun. Like, a lot of people been begging him for years. Like, yo, do another special. You only got one special. Doing it. And like he said, it's very important that you have fun doing what you do. And that's his passion, and that's one of his crafts. Like, yo, you got to have fun, because it ain't going to be whack. If you're doing it for other people, it might not go well. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
And I wouldn't compare it to nothing either. Like, I wouldn't compare anything he does now to Raw or Delirious. Like, I really want him to do like I'm telling you, that Mike Tyson one-man play would be a great thing for Eddie Murphy.
Well, Mike Tyson has another special that he's shooting. I saw this. He's going to be taping his Netflix special on December 14th. But
Mike Tyson?
Yes, Mike Tyson. I swear.
No, you mean Mike Epps?
No, Mike Tyson. He posted it. I saw it over the weekend.
Return to the Mike taping his new Netflix special.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
On December 14th.
I didn't know Mike had a first Netflix special.
You see what I'm saying, yo? It's comics out here fighting for comedy specials for Netflix, and they giving them the boxers. They giving them, like, what happened? When did he do comedy?
I don't remember him doing comedy, but that one-man play he did with Spike Lee was definitely funny and inspiring. I'd love to see Eddie Murphy do something like that. Thank you, Loren.
You're welcome. We'll be back with more in the next hour, guys.
That's right. We got front page news coming up next, and we got Mike Epps coming up this hour. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?